Collaborating on AI-assisted development is messy. Whether you're working on a team or going solo, it's easy to get lost in your work. Sometimes you just want to know what's really going on. Hello, today I'll be introducing CC Sync, the Git integrated system that captures LLM context, and it was made by Aaryan, Owen, and myself, Derek. So, what is CC Sync? CC Sync stands for Claude Context Sync, which captures context at commit points. It enables restoring historical context, reduces token usage, and visualizes Git commits and conversation context in an interactive graph. A little bit about how we built it. We built the front end using Next.js, React, and TypeScript, and Tailwind for styling. For the back end, we use Supabase DB along with Supabase storage for handling JSON-L context data. And how we actually integrated it with Git was using Git hooks with special commit and checkout commands that capture and restore AI context.
All right, hey guys, welcome to our project. So I have a split screen setup. I'm gonna initialize my Git repository. I'm gonna initialize the CC utility that we have, and we're gonna install the hook, which installs all the Git post commit hooks and post checkout hooks, which actually make this CC sync functionality. So on the right side, I'm showing you, like in my current terminal on the bottom right, there's just a .git file in my actual working directory. And now I'm going to run up Claude in this same working directory. And as soon as it runs up, I'm going to ask it to make a bunch of changes, just like I'm going to imagine a normal user workflow. So it's just going to make a bunch of files, it's going to add them, commit them, and it's also going to go back and check out new branches. So, things that Claude can do. And what we're going to show is we can actually store this context that Claude has. So on the top right, we are in the .claude directory where, like, if I will tell you guys, so yeah, this is actually the context that Claude has internally. So let's look at what's going on. So we have Claude's actually working on the left hand side, and on the right hand side we can see that we have a Git repository that we made in the .claude directory. So now we're actually tracking the .claude context directory, and you'll see we had an empty initial state. That's fair because there's nothing there when we first initialized. As you can see, we actually made a change in our bottom right. We committed in our bottom right directory, and that same commit is now, that context for that commit has been also committed in the .claude directory. Basically what this is happening, there's a one-to-one correspondence between the commits that you make in your Claude repository with your Claude context and the commits you make in your actual repository when you're actually working around with Claude. So, we'll go through this real quick. Now Claude's about to go and check out a new branch, and it's going to start making commits. So you can see the head is now currently at the new branch, and it's one commit behind. And now you can see something crazy happening. So what's actually going on? So we are actually stashing all the context files that never got updated, that never got committed, so that when Claude goes back to this branch, none of our context ever gets lost. So as I'll show you, so Claude's been making a few changes. So now I'm going to go back and check out the main branch, and you can see the context didn't change. But for example, if I go back and show you the graph, we'll see our head pointer is now back at the main branch. And if I do Claude resume, can you guess what the last commit in this context, what the last message in this context is? It's actually the last message Claude sent before it's told us that it was going to check out a branch. Because as soon as it checked out a branch, the context got removed and it got sent to the new branch. But anyways, yes.
Finally, what's next for CC Sync is we want to aim to build a model agnostic design, which means that platforms on Claude or Gemini are able to communicate efficiently, as well as performance optimizations such as storing diffs instead of the entire context, and expanding Git commands so that we're using the full Git repository and giving as much control to the developer as possible. Thanks for listening.